Welcome back to another. Hello, everyone. Hello, guys. How are you doing this day? Video. You're now on the Nichols journey. Let me get started. I want to show y'all something to kind of, inspire you. I just love these shirts. And not for my glory, but y'all know who glory it is. I hope y'all can see that. So, all right, because we know that it's all about Him, and we know that when things come, like blessings and different things that happen in our life, we know that God is watching over us and taking care of us and supplying all of our needs and a lot of our wants. So I'm done preaching. So today, I'm coming out to the garden, and you've already seen the video where the frost got to some of my plants. In Brenda's way were the most. I think I had two that were kind of affected a little bit in front door garden, but in Brenda's way there were about 4 or 5. So I've already started, you know me. I've already started cutting off, and then I thought about it, the frostbitten part of the 2 sizzlers, and I'll show those to you as well. So now I'm going to finish cutting the rest of them, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut them down because they're lantanas. The rest of them are lantanas, and we know that they come back every year. So I'm gonna cut the lantanas down to keep them from, in my mind, struggling to try to live when there's nothing to live. I mean, like it's burnt or whatever. So I'm gonna do that, and then we're gonna take a look around and see if there's anything else that I need to take care of while I'm in Brenda's way. Two more things. Two more. I'm torn, y'all, because I want to put only one rose in Brenda's way, and that's this yellow one. The two that I had in the pot, one yellow, one. I am torn between putting both of them in there because I don't like a flower garden that has a lot of space, like big spots missing. And so when I take this big coleus out that got burned by the frost, which we know coleus don't last in this area anyway, that they're considered annual. Once I take that big red coleus out, it's going to be a hole there. And that's kind of my side that I had the red stuff on. So I don't want to put that pink one over there. I had the red and the yellow. So I'm thinking put the yellow one there. So this is the yellow rose, knockout rose that I was telling you about. Now I don't have names, the actual name of neither one of these roses, because when I bought them, they didn't have anything on them. So, and I didn't think to look for that when I was all excited about purchasing them. Nevertheless, I have it. And I do know it's yellow. It's not a dark yellow or a bright yellow. It's kind of like a pastel, a light color yellow. So it has some blooms on it, but it didn't do like this other one that I'm going to show you. I'm going to deadhead this one right quick, and then we're gonna go over to the pink one. And y'all, I learned to go down till you see 5 leaves. When you're deadheading on the rose, see 3, don't cut it where you see the 5. I think they're all gone. I think I ran them out. And it feels real dry too. So I'm not gonna wet it until I get it in the ground, and then we'll go from there. See the difference? A quick shot of my neighbor's chicken. I thought about Indiana Farms when I seen this. I said, let me show her the chickens. There you go. They look healthy. They some healthy chicken. Now, normally when I start talking, the rooster starts crowing. When I be quiet, he stops. Then he'll start back as soon as I start talking. But so far, so good this morning. As you can see, I cut back the coleus because it had been frostbitten. And you seen that on the video before. Let's get started, y'all, because I'll talk. Oh my goodness. Needless to say, I will definitely be getting one of these for summer next year, next season. Oh my goodness, y'all. The root ball on this thing here. Look at that. That thing was growing. It was so pretty, y'all, wasn't it? So let's look at the hole that it left. Let me bring y'all a little closer. Oh, the other thing that I did was move the other coleus that was over there. I moved it too as well. All right, so I got the hole already here. So I got to make my decision on what rose I'm going to put here. I think I'm going to put the yellow one. Should come up pretty easy. It felt dry. I don't see any ants anywhere. See, I got something red right here. I got a red blanket flower right here. And then this is red. That's red and yellow. So that's why I was like, I did not want to put the pink over here because all this is red. This is what I do. This is why my husband be like, you know what? I meant for it to go here, not there. Here we go. Y'all, my husband be like, you did all that and now you gonna move it again? Because I need it closer this way, away from that, because it's gonna spread and get bigger, and when it does, it's gonna be where you can't walk through the path. And I'd rather move it now than to move it later. If he was out here, he'd be saying, see what I'm saying? Sometimes when you in something, you can't really see it like you can see it once you step back and look at it. And that's a lot of things in life. Like, you could be in a bad relationship and you could kind of know it, but you can't see how bad it is until you get healed and out of that relationship. And sometimes, and I'm kind of putting it like that, but it could be anything. It could be a work relationship. You didn't even know how stressed you was until you got out of that job position. And then it didn't even come right then. It came a little bit after that. Then you realize, my goodness, I was putting myself through pure, you know what? All right, so all I'm gonna do, you can kind of see it right here. All I'm gonna do is pick it up and set it again here. Yeah. Okay, and then I'll come back with oil in there. Now when you walk through, even if it gets a little bigger than that, it won't affect you. So I like that. I blow the stepping stones off. Okay. All right, let's see. Stand back from it. Yeah, that's a whole lot better. So it's gonna be red and yellow, all in this here. Yellow rose, red hibiscus, red hibiscus. Now you can see this red blanket flower, and you can see that yellow and red blanket flower. And then this is yellow. So I'm trying to correlate it together. All right, we're gonna go to the next one. And of course, y'all, you see this space right here? This fire bush is gonna grow. The sizzler fire bush, it's gonna grow real big, and I'll get to see how big it's growing. Once I see the maturity of it, then I'm gonna put something right here. You best believe I'm gonna put something here because that looks empty to me. But I need to see it feel first. And I'm not gonna buy nothing else new. Reason being is because I have so much stuff in Brenda's way. So much stuff that when the maturity hits, none of this is at maturity. When the maturity hits this stuff here, I'm gonna have to move some things. And that will be one of my spots right here, right there. So I know I got plenty of stuff in here that has not made it to its maturity. And when it does, I'm gonna have to move some things. I already know it. But let's go over here and cut some stuff down right quick. This is tired. I'm gonna cut it down. That's burnt. That Persian is burnt. I'm gonna cut it down. Now I'm not gonna cut it down and cut it all the way out because these are perennials. They come back. And some people don't get that. Like when I first started dealing with plants not very long ago, I used to think an annual was something that came back every year. Not so. It's the total opposite just for that year. That's it. It's out. The perennials come back every year. So now I'm gonna go ahead and cut this stuff down. All right. Now see that hole right there? I don't like that. See this hole right here? If you can see where I'm stepping, this is where I got that yellow. See like that red corius? I had a yellow corius right here, a lime. And I don't like when it has nothing there. I don't like that. I do not like this. Nothing's there. It makes me want to pull one of my shrubs over here and put it here. But leave it alone for now. But I'm really thinking about it. All right. These are my vincas from last year. From last year. They come back, cut them down. And again, I don't know if this is the time to cut them down or not, but they look tired. So I'm cutting them down. That's another thing too, guys. When you see something and you know that it's telling you every day, that's what you should be doing. Follow your heart. Now, I'm talking plant wise, but I'm also talking relationship wise. You see that this is just not going where it should go. This is not working. This is not, I've done this. It's just like with a flower. You can do everything to it. And if it's just not growing, then you just have to love it some of this. Have to love it in somebody else's yard. You couldn't grow it like that. You don't just try to make something happen that ain't gonna happen. Nothing wrong with trying. But once you see that you've tried and it's not working, let it go. Let it go. Pray, 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 pray. And if God leads you that way, let it go. All right, I cut that back. See, this is looking too empty to me, y'all. I don't like it. I got a fire bush down there that could come down here. I'm just thinking out loud. Okay. Yeah, that fire bush could come right there. If I have time, I may move that fire bush. It's down there close to the shade area, and I may put it right here. I really don't want to get too much stuff right here because I know those vincas gonna come back right there, and I got this hydrangea right here, so I know it's gonna get big. Oh, let me finish cutting that. And this might spruce back up. We're gonna see. Sometimes when you get rid of, I told y'all that one time I cut back. You cut back some stuff, it gives it space to grow, and it'll say, "Oh, I got rid of all that stuff I didn't need. Now I can grow." Just like us in life, we get rid of the toxic people and the things that is not good for us. We start to grow spiritually. All right, let me move y'all again because it's another vinca. It's on the other side over there of this here. You can't see it. And y'all, I found out that when these trees here, these shrubs here does that, it's supposed to do it at this time. I'm gonna wait and see. There he is. Good morning. All right, how are you? Okay. I didn't no longer say, y'all, my husband, and the door open. Getting seeded again too. I see where it's seeded. I didn't get to get the seeds off of it. So it's gonna be more vincas right there. All right, this big pretty baby lantana. I don't think I'm gonna need my shovel. I'm gonna leave it over here with where I'm at. Let me move the wheelbarrow. Getting full. This lantana did really good this year. So keep it from being totally. I may just cut. I'm gonna start off just cutting down halfway instead of the whole thing, and we'll see how that looks. In some cases, something looks better than nothing, and then sometimes that's not always true. Sometimes you can rather have nothing half. So let's move to here. Now the frost didn't do this one as bad, but still in all. I'm gonna cut this one down a good bit. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it. And I think it's gonna grow some more in this little time. I see a lot of new growth down here. Now this lantana was so big and pretty. I hit it with the shovel. Well, I didn't try to hit it, but all right. See, that's an empty spot. I don't like all these dead spots, y'all. Got some new growth down there, but it's all the way at the ground. It ain't dead either, y'all, because when I cut it, you can see the green there where I cut it at. It's not dead for sure. And I'm gonna go over here to this butterfly bush and just deadhead it while I'm here. Sizzler that I told y'all about. I'm thinking about moving it. I am gonna move it because actually that hydrangea right there, right here, gonna need all the space it can get. Nico blue, it's gonna get so big, and I need to put that sizzler over there where that red and yellow stuff is at. All right, so let's see. All right, look like I'm through cutting. Yeah, look like I've cut all that needs to be cut. All right, so I'm gonna move this sizzler, go and get the spot prepared first before I dig this up, and then I'm going to see my husband off this morning, and then I will come back to you and we will move this sizzler. So y'all, I've been talking to y'all the whole time and did not know y'all wasn't listening. Y'all wasn't even on here. Ain't that something? Okay, so I seen my husband off and I came back and I dug the other hole for where I wanted the sizzler to go. And as you see, I done came and dug the sizzler up, and y'all didn't see none of that. But I thought you did. It's gonna be a lime sizzler fire bush. Sometimes you hear me say lime, sometimes you hear me say sizzler, sometimes you just may hear me say fire bush. Let's go to where the hole is. At least I hadn't put it in the ground yet. How about that? Now this may be too big of a hole. I may have to fill some back in, but it definitely won't be sitting up on top of the ground. So let's see. I got this in. Let me finish. Got enough space for when I do hook up my irrigation system back up again. I got it. I dug the hole in the right spot so that I can have water to the root ball. Now all I do is just water this in. All right, that's where the fire bush is going. All I got to do now is just go back and cover up the hole. Let's go over there right quick, and I'll be done for this morning. Goodness, y'all, let me show y'all something. I just so happened to look over and seen it. I think I told y'all about my neighbor Lisa and her rose bush that's over in her yard, and she broke it off and tried to put some more rose, tried to plant planted in another spot and it just would not live, and she gave it to me. I got a bloom. Look at that. Ain't that pretty? And it's gonna be some more to come. I see about 3 or 4. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. Looks like 4 more blooms on it. More to come to that. All right, so all I got to do is just kind of, as Jenny says, zhuzh. But I'm gonna just cover this up, try to put all the soil back in. Yep, I think that'll do it today. Let y'all look, kind of give y'all an overview of how everything is looking. That oak leaf hydrangea over there doing good. Do y'all see that hosta, that guacamole hosta? Huh, nice, ain't it? It's just jumping like weed. Everything else is growing good, growing pretty. Let me turn around. Everything else is growing pretty nicely. Now I will have to come out and water in just a little bit those that I replanted, like the rose and the firebush transplanted. That's the only two I did, the firebush and the rose, the knockout rose. Everything else is looking good. Now I got to do my homework on these hibiscus before I cut them. I'm going to go do my homework on that. I have another lantana over there, but it didn't get damaged as bad for some reason. It did get some damage, but not bad. And I'm not ready just yet to cut it. So we'll see. I'm going to clean up those. When I come back out, I'm going to clean up those lilies too. And that marigold right there. But other than that, it's fall, y'all. It's fall. This is expected, even though I don't want to accept it, but it's expected. And my wheelbarrow is full. So I'm gonna go dump it, and that's gonna be it for today. All right, y'all. So I decided against that I was done, that I was not done. Those marigolds. I looked at them a little closer, and I went on cut them down to the bottom. Look at there. I just went all the way down, all the way down. I cut them all the way out. I didn't cut them out. I cut them all the way down to the bottom. And let's see what happens. Y'all, my husband say, "Oh my goodness, you cutting up everything, and everything is looking naked." So let me show you the front garden right quick. While he say that. I need to cut that one back. But it's best to go ahead and do that. And like I say, some stuff is perennial. I just cut down. That's all I did. And it's still there. It's just gonna come back up when it's time. So that's why I done it. And he don't quite understand it yet, but he will. He didn't see me do this last year, so he's still kind of on the you sure kind of way. Now y'all see why I did not use the little green bag thing, my little handy dandy thing that catches all my stuff I put in. I needed a lot, so that's why I got the wheelbarrow and I filled it up with stuff. So that'll be it for now. More to come. All right, guys. So as you can see, I'm done for the day. Um, I got out from over there because I know me. If I stay over there, I'm gonna keep doing stuff, keep moving things, keep doing, cutting stuff back. It'll be more stuff to cut back. Um, I'm about to go in so I can get my day started since I got started early this morning. And I want to tell you guys, thank you so much. New subscribers. Wow. Y'all are amazing too. You're going to get to know me. Just go back and look at my other videos. This is who I am every day. There's no faking. There's no foolery with me. What you see is what you get. So, as you've seen in some videos before, my hair was all flat down, cap on, scarf on. That's who I am. Some days my hair was curled up nice and pretty and cute, but that's just who I am. And thank you for subscribing to our channel. So I won't say old subscribers, but seasoned subscribers. Thank y'all so much for being who you are. I'm gonna go live a little bit more here in the future. I'm trying to catch a time where I'm here and Mr. Nichols is here as well. And I think we're gonna get in one more camping trip. So you'll get to see us camping too as well. I hope you're liking what you're seeing. Give me some suggestions if you think it's something that I like, may like, that you see that I do, and that I could do a little different. That I could put a little twist on. As long as it's not nothing crazy or bad or something outside of my character. And you should know my character by now. We've been doing this since May. Again, thank you for subscribing. I hope that you stay a subscriber, and I hope that you're enjoying this. Some young subscribers that we have that may not be really into this kind of thing, but they watch here and there for different stuff. Maybe your mom or your grandma may love to see this. I know some older people love gardening and stuff, and so maybe that you could show it to them and maybe they'll enjoy it as well. Thank you again. I appreciate you all. I could talk on and on. See, I talk most of the video. We appreciate y'all coming to this channel and commenting on our content. I'll tell you this and I'll go. Everything you do in life, do it with a purpose. Nothing that you do in life should be just done because or just because. So I started this channel because I wanted my children, my grandchildren, even my great grandchildren, when I'm long gone, can come back to this and see this. That was the purpose for me starting this, because I wasn't even on any social media platform, and I thought about it. My other purpose was when I hurt myself, I know that I was just sitting here in this house. and I couldn't go nowhere. I couldn't do anything. I was hurt, and I could only move when someone helped me, carried me, helped me along. I hold on to them and their shoulders or whatever. I told my quadricep tendon. I keep telling this story for a reason. I gnats everywhere. I keep telling this story for a reason because I know that there's some people at home somewhere sitting and cannot get out and cannot move around and can't see what they want to see, can't get up and do what they want to do. I have so many people that tell me that I wish I could do a garden like that. I used to be able to do that. That this is also for those people that cannot do these kind of things, but get much enjoyment from seeing someone else do it and seeing how it grows and seeing the outcome. So a lot of people, I have siblings that ain't into this here, but they subscribe just because I asked them to, but they don't watch it. They not into it. But there are some people that would love to see this kind of thing. So that's why I do it. And for the glory of God. Everything I do for the glory of God. And I'll say God be the glory. And I'll see you in the next video. Later.